Hello, and welcome to my very first Let's Play series on Factorio. We're back. In the last episode, we focused on building out our hub, and we made some of the items. We made some items here that required the belts and inserters. Over here, we actually made electronics and things down in this side up, right here on that component. We actually removed that where we can see there's a couple of factories over there. And then on this side of the bus, we came in here and we built trains, things to do with trains and liquids and things like that, and a couple of other miscellaneous items. So that was the point of what we were doing in the last episode. Now, in this particular episode, our goal is to get military science. We're running out of coal. One of the things you can see there, you can see we're just about out of coal. We've got 2 miners left mining. There's about 2,000 coal left. So that's going to be going here very soon. We're going to build our red circuits in that spot, so it'll be good when it's gone. We're continuing to, mine out the stone, mine out the iron over here. We still have our coal plant over there that we're feeding, but we are going to bring in coal from the top. It comes down, the coal comes down onto the bus, and we're feeding the factories, the smelting facilities. We're feeding this facility over on the for the steel, for the copper, and the iron plates. So we're going to bring some of that copper over there. We did that between episodes. We brought the coal line down over to to continue feeding the power plant because we need the power. So we're going to get started today, and military science is our goal. Now we're going to do a dynamic build here. I have not looked in advance. We've not built a blueprint for this. So this requires, it looks like armor-piercing rounds, grenades, and walls. All of those are things that we can actually build. And then blue science, which would be nice if we could get to blue science. Blue science is sulfur and red circuits. Now, we don't have any red circuits. We don't have any sulfur, I don't believe. The red circuits are going to require plastic, so I'm going to have to process the petroleum gas in order to get those items. I've certainly looked at this, but we haven't built any of that stuff yet. So we're going to get started and see how far we get. The goal is to get our science restarted, get some of the military science out of the way, and then start working on the blue, the things that we're going to need for the blue science. And so that would be the sulfur and the, if we could get the sulfur and the plastic, the military science, sulfur and plastic, that would be a good objective for this particular episode. I don't know if we'll make it that far, but we're going to work on it. So here we go. Let's see what we can build here and where we can put things. Let's drop down a factory here. Just drop one right here. And let's see what we have for military science. Okay, so this requires 3 inputs and 1 output. That means I have to share a belt on 2 of the items if I want to do a 3-belt system, or I have to share a belt on 2 items if I want to do a 2-belt system. If I put a belt up there, and then we draw a belt then down here, just go ahead and draw the belt here. I think we could, given the volumes and the ratios, I think we could put the armor-piercing rounds and the grenade on a single belt. And we'll try to do that. And then we should have walls on a belt. And one of the things we could try to do is we could try to put walls up here on the top and then see what we're going to do. We could either have 2 belts doing that, or we could just have a single belt, have walls on the inside, and then let it put the science on the outside, and then just have a splitter at the end of the row that cuts the stuff off. Now, I don't think this is going to be too big of a build that's going to require. Let's go in here and see the walls. That's not what we want. We want that right there. That requires stone bricks, and we have stone bricks on our bus, so we can just bring stone bricks in. Let's see if we bring the stone bricks in right there. We can bring them in on that line and just run them right into this factory. And I believe, let's put this right here, mark it with stone bricks, so we'll know what we're thinking. There we go, stone bricks. All right, so I'm thinking bringing in bricks there, and we can then run them into there and then run that stuff out. That would be on the outside belt. could run it out on the inside. So let's look at the ratios again. Okay, so this is going to require 1 each of the armor piercing and the grenade, and then 2 walls. And then it takes 10 seconds to build. So we're going to need 10 of these to make 1 per second. This is going to produce 1 every half second. So that can feed, yeah, that can feed all. 1 of those can feed everything. I only need 1, and 1 factory building walls. That should be sufficient. Make sure we got the blueprint in there. Okay. So with that, and then we're thinking about the fact that we could run the, I could have a second line there. Have the walls out on that one, pull the walls in, dump them out on the outside belt. I could share a belt too, but I mean, I could do that. That would work. It's very tight up there though, isn't it? If I do it that way. Could move it all down 1. Let's do that. We're going to move it down 1. Like that. That means all of this stuff has to move. We'll bring this down here. And we'll move that as well. Why not? Back to our stone bricks. Mark that. Okay. So that will be the walls. Then we'll take the outside belt out, leaving the ends that belt, but it now becomes the outside belt. And so this is going to be the belt that comes from here and goes down. And then that belt right there is going to start right there and carry my signs. Alright. Rather than trying to do it all on 1 belt. Okay. So there's the blueprints for those 2 things. And let's put a gap between them so I can put a power pole. And I'm going to need 10 of these things. There's 4 sets. And there's the 5th set. So that will be 10. And we can come down through here putting our power poles. Drop that in right there. That'll get all the power down there. Very good. Pretty straightforward. Copy in the blueprint. Run down through here, pasting that in. Everything's in. All right. Now, with that idea and the... Basically, we're bringing in stone bricks, building walls, and outputting walls. Now we need grenades and armor-piercing rounds coming down through here. Let's put that in there. Okay. So that would be grenades and armor-piercing rounds. Doesn't require a whole large number of them. But let's see. What we want to do is this will be a belt in. This will be a belt out. Let's put that there. Put that there and extend these belts 1. There we go. Alright, and then we'll put this up here. Very good. And we're going to put a fast inserter there because of the speed of that. Now the science can do the yellow inserter, and we're going to bring a belt in. And then on the output, we're going to put a red one like that. And that should be all that's required from the science. So let's see. Let's go ahead now and come down here. Now we've got 2 more things that we got to build for this. We've got to build grenades and armor-piercing rounds. So let's put the armor-piercing rounds here. Do I want to do... But this takes steel. This is iron, copper, and steel. This is iron and coal. So they're going to share an item. They both need iron. So we want iron to run up in the middle of the 2. Let's see. Let's do armor-piercing round there, grenade there. I didn't put them far enough apart. We'll come back to that. So this requires a magazine. So in order to make this one, I'm going to have to make something to make the armor-piercing round. I have to make regular rounds. So let's see. That's not far enough apart. Let's bring these apart. I definitely need something coming down through here. All right. I'll need iron for both the grenade and the armor-piercing rounds. Okay. Now, there's no other item that has to be made to make the grenades. So what I want to do is we'll bring the output down the middle here, so that one can output on one side of the belt and one can output on the other side of the belt. Let's see, I can't seem to get this to rotate. There we go, got it. And we will move that so that it just doesn't conflict with what we're doing here. Okay, there we go. So we've got armor-piercing rounds, and we want to put that on the opposite corner to balance it. At least then it still looks like it's all balanced. I have no idea why that bothers me or why I do those types of things, but I tend to do stuff like that quite frequently. All right, back to this. Armor-piercing rounds. Copper, iron, and steel. Now, I've got to get those things up here and be able to make those. And this is going to require making... I'm going to reverse these. Because in order to make I don't need anything for the grenades, but I do need items. I need prerequisite items here to make the armor-piercing rounds. I need regular ammo. I'm going to put 2 of them there. I haven't figured out the ratio yet. Is that right? It needs 1. It needs 3. Yeah, I think that's right. I believe I need 6. I'm going to overbuild this. So, by the way, so I want to produce extra. Even if it's running at 100%, I want to be producing extra iron and the armor-piercing rounds. So I'm going to run... this is 1 every 8 seconds. I'm going to run extra of these so that I overproduce. And that's the idea is to get more than I need. So what we'll do is that we'll put 10 of those in. That'll be... It's 2 more than 8. No, let's just do 8. And let's not put them all in yet. If you wonder, I don't know that I've got the spacing and all that stuff worked out right. So we don't want to put them in there yet. It's a little premature to put them all in there. I'm still working out the details. I'm not convinced yet that this is where I want to do things at. Let's see. I believe we're going to bring this down here. Let's move everything. Gotta have things coming in. Okay. So I've got armor-piercing rounds. Right, and that's 2 away on each one of those. I can use a red inserter to throw it over there, but that now leaves me the opportunity of having a belt on either side that has stuff on it that I can grab things from for each one of these things as well. Let's see. Alright, so I need the regular ammo, I need armor-piercing ammo, I need grenades. Now, in order to feed this stuff, let's start looking at what I've got to do. So let's put a belt in here, and that belt is going to have, and I believe I can get things into here from there. Yes, I can. Okay. So I've got 3 ingredients that I need coming up through here. Let's see. All right, we're going to relocate these yet again. Going to move them down so that I can have a belt up here of items. And I'm going to drag this down here. And on this particular belt, we are going to go ahead and mark this. This will be coal. There we go. Because coal is only used for the grenades. So this means this belt has to move again. This is why you don't want to put too many of them down at once when you're doing designing. I don't know where things are going to go yet. But that right there will be my coal, and it'll come down through here. That's good enough for now. These are my grenades. Back to my grenades. Nope, not those grenades. There we go. So I need coal, and I need iron. Let's stick a power pole there. Alright. So that brings the coal in. I could move everything up one because the coal could be one belt up. Let's see. Do I want to move that? I'm having to think about this. I could compress it a little bit, give myself a little bit more room if I put it right there versus here. We'll leave it here for now, I guess. Just thinking out loud. Yeah, I could make it more compressed unless I need to compress it for some reason. Of course, I mean, I've got some... If I need anything on the opposite side of the... belts down here. Let's see. All right, I need coal coming in. I'm going to need an output there. And then that right there would be my iron. So coal and iron, that's all we need. And we will grab a red inserter and throw that in there. That will be my... Right there would be my thing. All right, now that would be iron right there. Yep. We have iron. Okay. So that would make grenades. And that would be building my grenades with coal and iron. I can build the grenades. Now we think about the ammo. And we come down here to where the ammo is, but that telephone pole, we're drifting into that telephone pole down there. That's making me nervous about my spacing. So there's my ammo. And that's going to require 3 items. It requires the ammo, which needs the regular magazine, which comes up. And then it requires copper and steel. So I can put copper and steel on a single belt. And then I just need the ammo. Or I could put steel on a belt and then replace it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I basically want the output to be the red item going out. Because I want to get it up onto that upper belt. Now, how do I want to do the inputs? That's going to be my iron. And I think that's all I'm using. All right, I need the regular blueprint for ammo. Regular ammo. So still just thinking about this. I'm looking at the spacing. I'm thinking about if this is the optimal orientation for this, or at least a acceptable orientation. I don't know that I have enough experience with this game to really think about optimal. At least not to claim that it's optimal. I can try to optimize, which I do. It's not going to be the best thing. But what we have here now, let's see. We've got this. We're going to take that out and move it down one more. With that, we still have, the red still works there, but we can also pull in 2 for that belt right there. Let's see. But what's the only reason to do that is if I want to bring the belt in, for the other belt in that I'm going to do right here as well. So this is the regular ammo. So what have we got here? So if that's my iron, that's what I need. That can go right there. Yeah. Absolutely. Nah, that... I've got to have all kind of iron. So I can't put the belt, I can't put the thing back out onto that belt. Let's see. Need the entire belt there for what I'm going to make down through here. So, still not sure that I am liking this spacing. It brings this thing in here, it drops that out there. Let's take this back out. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to take this belt down. I don't like where this belt is. Let's take all this out. I want to move this down one more. Gives me 2 belts. I'm going to put the iron in on that belt. That way I can have another belt right here. I've got 3 belts in the middle. So I need the iron. Will that be the iron, or will this outside belt be the iron? Let's see here. Let's do this right here. Well, the iron's going to have to be up there, so that would have to be my belt with iron on it for this to work. Because that, well, no, actually, it could be the other one. It just depends on how I do the splitters. Yeah, I can pull off of that upper belt up there. Put those in there like that right there. I don't know how many regular ammo I'm going to need. I'm at least 2, maybe 3. There's enough room for another one in there if I need it before I get over to the road. So if I brought that in there like that and bypassed those 2, now I could easily do that right there. That goes in there. That jumps that right there. Okay. Let's see, what have we got right here? That gets everything on one side. I don't have to worry about the other side of things. What is the... Oh, what does it look like if I have another belt down here? I need iron, copper, and steel. And I could bring in all of the stuff on this. Like this. I've got both the, now that has to be iron right here. And then I can just insert this, yeah, requires copper and iron, and I can use the yellow inserter, it's fast enough. Let's see, all right, we'll put that right there. And we'll put that back there. All right, so that's back operational. Now these regular ammo things are pulling the iron, but they need to output onto this other belt. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the steel here. If I do half a belt of steel, then I can output the regular ammo. Right? We brought that across there. And I simply output here. It just takes iron plates. So I've got the iron coming in. That's my iron. If I do that, I can use 2 of those to bring it in. Thinking about speed here. And then I can output. I've still got enough room to output that. Okay. That will work. And if I put a power pole on either side of that, like that right there, everything... Got one red thing up there that's not powered. Let's move everything down 1. Compress it a little bit. Put that one there. Move that one to there. Bring that one across there. That way I've got 2 of them, bring it in. This one goes output, output. All right, I've shifted everything down. But what that means now is my output of my regular things are on there. So this is steel on half of the belt. So if I bring the steel in, what I can do is I can rotate this down like this and then put this in here. Now all my steel is guaranteed to be on the inside belt, and then I've got room on the output for my other items. Okay, yeah, that'll work. That gets steel and ammo on that belt. This right here is going to be my copper coming in. And I believe that is all of my inputs and outputs all the way down to here. Now I've got to figure out the inputs and outputs for this. Now that's obviously going to be copper coming in. So I need copper, and we're going to need a fast inserter given the number there that it needs. So I'm looking at the amount, and then we have an input there. Then we have an output there. That should be all of the inputs and outputs for the regular ammo. In fact, I think that's everything. let's come back up here and hook one more of these up. So that's an input. That is going to be an output. And that is also an input. Okay. So let's run up here. Now let's drag this on down a ways. All right. And then we need to test this and see that make sure it works before we do a whole lot of other things with it. So the easiest thing to hook up here is first the copper. Let's just come over here, put us a splitter right there. And then we want to turn it and bring it across. Go. Let's take a red underground belt, take out our marker, and put that in there. And here comes the copper. And then we'll put one of these distributors just past that to redistribute things a little bit. And there we go. That is copper coming into the system. Let's put one more grenade, let's make it tileable if we can. Let's put another grenade in here. And given what I've heard, makes me even more want to go get this done. All right. All right. Well, that's basically got those hooked up. We need another power pole each end. All right. Now that is a tileable section. I think I can just copy and paste. Let's test it and see if it works. So we're going to need to bring in steel here. Doesn't matter which side. We don't have to worry about the sides because of the way we've made it handle what side it needs to be on when it gets here. Let's just run across. There we go. Let's get this thing running. And let's use yellow, not red. Right, let's see here. I still haven't figured out this turning system. I'm going to stop between episodes and figure this thing out. Tired of not knowing how to do this, but I don't want to subject y'all to my determining this. I can put this in here and drag that across. That's not right. That would be correct right there. I get it on the right line. There we go. It's easy when I've got something coming down through here that I can look at. There we go. There's the steel right there. We'll put in a item that goes across there. It is on the right line, making sure it's in the right place. Well, I'm going to go to the others are yellow up at the top, so we'll just stay with yellow on this particular component. We'll put a splitter in here. We will turn this thing out and drag it across. We'll put a rebalancer after that, and then we'll just drag this thing across. There we go. Now we need to hook it up right here, and it's good to go. So we've got copper, we've got steel. Now we need iron, and yeah, that's going to come in and dump it all on one side of the belt. Let's go back and get our iron. That needs to go right there, 2 up. And it should go on the outside of the lane. No, that's not going to be right. Yeah, no. I need to go right here. Take that, drag 4. There we go. All right, we can put that in there. Let's see. Let's grab this, go right over there, go up 1. There we go. We'll rebalance. We will turn this thing out like that. And then when we get down here, let's see, we will put this in. There we go. Let's drag these things across. All right. And then we'll put the red one across here, the red underground belt. There we go. It's running the correct direction, and that should that'll bring our iron. We just got to get it here. Once the iron gets here, we should see this thing start building the components. Now, if I have this right, let's look. Iron is coming in up here. Okay. And it is putting iron down here onto the... It's dumping iron here. Huh. Alright. I would think that I would be creating ammo by now. What would if I... Alright. Let's see. Let's see what we've got here. We need some supplies. The underground, we're out of underground yellow belts. So we need to go get some of those. And that's, so let's go up here. Let's see here. My coal. Oh, wow. It looks like the coal has went away. Is it completely out? Maybe completely out. Nothing's up there. There's no coal. Okay, we definitely have a problem. Our coal has run out. And there is just absolutely none. Well, there's a little bit there, but there's none here, none here. Oh yeah, though there's 32 in there. So, yeah, there's not much here. All right, let's fix the road here. All right, this still has a little bit left. We are so close to being out of this patch. Just need to get the rest out. Definitely short on power. Grab a little bit there. It ain't gonna grab. It's not gonna grab much. Oof. All right. Well, that's not going to do me a whole lot of good. I need coal. So, let's think about this. I had said before that I did this between episodes, but I was wrong. I did not do this between episodes, but I need to do it now. I've got coal right up here. And I'm bringing coal over here to make things with here. I've got all kinds of stuff coming out of here, being fed over into there. The coal is coming up here, all the way up here to the train station. Let's go look at the train and see how things are coming out. So, yeah, I could improve the way this is being exported. I can grab a bunch of coal. Grabbing a bunch of coal will help a little bit. What we'll do is we'll go down here and dump them into the steam boilers manually. That'll get things kicked back off, and then we'll solve the problem of coal being at our, down there. We've got coal right there, so we can fix this problem. We'll run down the road. It's a little bit faster. There we go. We'll solve the coal problem. There's coal there. I can bring it across and fix some of this stuff. Let's drop coal in the boilers. There's coal in those boilers. We'll come right down through here. There's coal in those boilers. There's coal over there. Alright. And we'll come down here and put coal in these boilers as well. Alright. There we go. Nice. Oops. Whoops. Whoops. Wrong button. Alright, let's get some coal in these. Let's go find those boilers. There they are. Let's drop those things back in there. Those were I did not mean to grab those. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, I've got steam in those boilers. I got coal in those boilers. Alright, power's back on. Things are moving again. Now what I need to do is I need some of this coal to come down and get on the other side over there to where I can use it. So what I need to do is take that over to there. It's right up against that. Do I really want to do it that way? Oh, I don't know that I have a choice. Oh, I do have a choice. Always have a choice. And make that not a place where I grab things. Or I can just grab them. That doesn't reach. That's not going to work. Think about this. Yeah, let's take this back out. Let's go right here and put that in there. If I come down there because I've got this bottleneck here, I can put that in like that. There we go. Alright, I'll get that in there. I will split it. As soon as we put that in there, we've got coal. Okay. So we have stole some coal. Let's cut a line across here to get it on the other side over there. Whoa, wait a minute. That's not what I want. Let's go ahead and cut this off. Wait a minute. Do I really want to do that? Well, let's look down here. Let's go down here and look and see what we have. I've got... Oh, it's further down than I thought. Quite a ways. And I don't have any yellow underground belts. We gotta grab some of these. Alright, we'll grab some of these. Got plenty of belts and things. Got a little bit of coal coming out. Once I fix the power, it's not much. It's definitely not enough to keep our plant powered. But I've got coal coming down there. I could just bring it down here on the outside of the the stone there. I don't really have to go through and cut that line. Mulligan. Let's redo this. All right. What we'll do is put these back. There we go. Now put the output here and turn this and go down through here. Very good. We'll just run down the belt, laying the belt, and go right into there. And he'll just join it in like that right there. That'll be fine. And then what we'll do is this is coming across through here, coming back up through here, and then balancing itself. And I think that's fine. Of course, we're out of coal again. How are we out of coal again? Whew, didn't take long. All right, that's going down. We can see it making its way down there. And it's about to join in. It's only going to join in on one side of the belt. The other side of the belt's going to be very empty. It is joining in now. We might want to think about rebalancing things across the belt. Somewhere along the way. Let's see. Got room right in here. It creates a bit of a bottleneck, but this will help some. At least then it'll be distributed across the belt. Yeah, that's filling in. That way it's not a completely full belt going up through there, but it's better. So, alright. We're making progress. Power is back on. I'll go ahead and take that out. That was using that to put wood in. I don't have any wood at the moment. If I get more wood, I can put more wood in there. I guess somewhere along the way, I'll probably end up getting wood again. But I've been clearing forest with grenades, and you don't get wood that way. Next way I want to clear forest is to take a flamethrower. And we'll set the forest on fire and see how that does. As far as a clearing technique. Okay, well, we are down to the last dregs of things here. 1.2k, 1.3. We don't have much left. We'll fill in the road right there. Okay, with all of that sorted, I think we can go back over here to our military science. We were almost done with it. We're getting close. Maybe. Okay, back up here. We were getting ready to start turning some things on. Alright, we should be making ammo here, and we are. Look at that. We've got a belt of ammo and steel. Okay, so the regular ammo is being made. So now what we need is to come up here on this line right here and get our coal. And that right there is the coal. Alright, that gives me a marker to work off of. Let's see. Yep, that is correct. Just making sure I get it lined up right. And we'll need to get the belt running across there before we do a whole lot. And 2 up is where I want the next item. Okay. With that in mind, we need the stone bricks. We need to rotate this around there, just like that. Drop that in. And then we need the... Then we need the... There we go. And let's see... Alright, let's take all that out so we don't merge the lanes. And then let's take that lane out, that lane out, that lane out. Oh, okay, we're just going to take all that out. So we'll put an item here and we'll drag it all the way down to there so that the stone is flowing, but not a problem. Let's bring the coal across there and the stone bricks across there. And then we need... We've already got this coal continuing on down. We just need to bring the stone bricks that are not used across. Okay. And let's go ahead and move this up. Okay. Tighten that up a little bit. There we go. And we have coal and stone bricks. And we just need to run them across here. Let's run this across here. And we're going to make this one right here red. Okay, we'll put that there. Rotate this to here. Take that out. Put that there. That one out. Put it there. We'll rotate this and go back over here. Oh. Nope. 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 Errors were made. Okay. There we go. Let's fix the break in the line that I created. Grabbing it in the wrong place. Let's bring our belts across here. And that's going to bring the stone bricks. Oh, I got nothing left except those. Gears. Let's see what I can craft. I can craft a whole bunch of... That's what we'll do. We'll craft a whole bunch of belts. Get rid of stuff. And I can always use more belts. Okay, let's see. Grenades are being made. Looks like grenades are rolling. And ammo's being made. Armor-piercing rounds are being made. So these things are not fast, but we are producing them. Okay. With that, it goes over there. It picks up the grenade and sticks it in. And it picks up the armor-piercing round. And it looks like the science up there is producing as well. Okay. So this is very slow, but it is producing things. Let's see. Ammo. The ammo slipped past. It was full. But I haven't seen it skip. I haven't seen a grenade make it past the item that's being picked up. Okay. Now, oh, look at that. I have 2 military science. So, what we'll do... And... Yeah, all right. We'll connect that in like that. Military science will go in on the other side. Should be good there. And we can start doing military science. So what do we want to research? Let's look at this first. We've got all kind of things that we can do. A flamethrower. That's something that we want. Let's put that in there. We want rocketry. Energy shield equipment. Let's grab rocketry, energy shield equipment. Stronger storage. Yeah, well. Green, the part of the game that comes. Let's see. That's my energy shield. I've got... really have a use for landmines. Let's let that go for a minute. Let's see. Is it... oh, there we go. We have a science lab up and running. Awesome. Pretty good. With that in mind, I think I've got the number of science labs that I want to build. We just got to figure out how many of the grenades and things like that we need. And see if we can't grab this stuff. What we'll do is we'll copy and paste starting right here. I don't need the power pole. Come all the way down here and grab all of this. It's not exactly going to be tileable. I don't have the belt going out far enough. I can fix that. There's another. And do I need another one? Or is 8 enough? I think 8 may be enough. And I don't think I need but 6 of these. I'm gonna take all this out. Alright. And then I need I need to connect everything up. I didn't have a blueprint in that, so when I copied it, it didn't copy the blueprint. Okay. Now let's put this right here. I also want to pull some of these off. The reason for overproducing is to have these in here. Now let's put a filter in here, and let's grab a armor-piercing round, and let's grab a grenade. It won't pick up anything except those 2 armor-piercing rounds. We'll do 10 stacks of that. Grenades. I don't know. We're going to quit using grenades. But let's go with 2 stacks for now. Always having some grenades would be good. I cleared a number of biters' nest with grenades. Alright, let's copy and paste. Oh, it won't let me copy the blueprint from a ghost. Okay. Well, let's put the actual items in here. There we go. We'll come back to that blueprint issue in just a minute. We'll stamp these things in here. There we go. Let's put this power poles. Put these 2 in here. Put this one up here. All right, all the power's in. Now we can do the inserters. We'll do the yellow ones first. Put all of those in here. One more. And then we've got... let's change over to the blue inserters. Oops, a little bit too far away. Let's rotate these around and drop these in here like that. And then let's just give them the items they need here. So we'll fill these in. We'll fill the items they need. Alright. Let's bring the belt on down. There we go. We'll continue to bring these belts down through here. That should be all I need right there. That shouldn't need anything there. Let's see. That's the belt going that direction. Very good. And then this belt coming this direction. Alright. That's in there. We got one more belt here. We'll trim that a little bit where we don't need it. And we'll bring this down through here. And we still have some additional inserters that need to be done. And I need to do the rest of the science labs up here as well. There we go. And the inserters. Let's do these first. Okay. I am out of inserters. I'm always out of something. And I promise you, when I get to robotics and I have drones, I'll still always be out of something. It just seems to be part of this game. So we run back across here, down to our logistics hub, and we will grab some more inserters. As well as we might as well restock on some other items as well while we're down here. We still got quite a few belts. I think we'll leave that. We will grab another 100 of those. Let's see. Let's restock on those and grab 50 more of those. Let's, I'm not using red belts yet. I will start doing that upgrade, but kind of waiting till I have drones. We'll grab a few more yellow belts. We'll grab a little bit more filters, or splitters, I should say. Alright, we might as well go ahead and grab a whole bunch of these, being as we're out of them. Let's restock on the blue. Well, we're pretty good on blue, but we'll restock a little bit on that. Let's go ahead and grab a couple more stacks of the yellows. We're using lots of yellows. We don't use very many purples, but red, yeah, we're starting to run a little bit low on red. Let's make sure we grab that and have 100 of those. Okay, we don't have green and gray ones up there yet. Okay, back across to our military science. The military science is working. We're just in the process of cleaning up and getting the final components built. So getting it up to scale, everything building the way we want it to build. So we were putting in inserters here, so we can rotate this around. The grenades weren't making because those were ghost. There we go. Now the science. This is going to be an input here on the top left corner. Those are all inputs, and then we'll take reds and put it in the middle as outputs. Output that outside belt. There we go. So the science is built. So now we're grabbing things here and sticking them in the box. Let's limit this to 2 stacks because while that's running, nothing is getting through. And let's limit that to no stacks. Let's limit that to no stacks. I want to see it working. Stop the picking up anything for a moment. I want to see science being output so that I'm doing some research. Oh yeah. It is picking up. It is doing things. It's just slow. It'll have to build up and get everything going. As long if I'm pulling things out, I'm not producing enough of these things that they're slipping by the filter that's picking them up. So it's grabbing those things as I come out of there. I could use a slower inserter, pick things up, but then I would have multiple stacks of things. I wouldn't be able to control how many of each item I had as well. Okay. Everything's there except for and I can see my science going. It is researching. We're doing pretty good here. It's slow, but right now, that's okay. Eventually, we will get all the research done. We've still got so much stuff to build. We're in the build-up phase. It is starting to crank up and throw in items in here, and so we've got things coming in. Now let's look back at our science for a minute. What we want to do here. Military science just gives me military things I can unlock. And let's see. Down here is the things I've researched. Up here are the things that I can research. There's the flamethrower. Let's see, if I look at military science and the things that are unlocked, there are a number of things here that are still locked because I'm going to need blue science. Once I unlock blue science, I'm going to be able to unlock a lot of things. But then I've got yellow and purple science, so it just never ends. There's more and more science has to be done. It's okay. The artillery, that'll be interesting to see how artillery works. Stand back a long way away. I've got rockets, but I've got to build stuff to be able to build the rockets. I'm not ready yet to produce the rockets. Let's see, energy shields, explosions, rocketry, which I'm researching rocketry. Oh, look at that. Underneath rocketry is the Spidertron. Look at all those little blue things lit up. That's pretty cool. All right, we've got our grenades coming down through here. We've got our ammo here. We just need more grenades. Doop, doop, doop. There we go. There is a research. Now we're working on rocketry. I'm debating whether to build 2 more of the grenades. I don't know. It really seems like I need 2 more grenades. Just to, I want to fill this thing up. So let's bring these things down through here. Let's turn this around and bring this down through here. And let's see. And bring the coal down through here. Alright. And then bring the inserters and put the coal in. Put the iron in. And put the items there. And then let's copy the blueprint over and get those running. It gives me 2 more grenades. That should help out with some of the grenades coming down through there. I needed 8 per second to fill the other ends. We'll do the 2 stacks of grenades. Go back to that. I kind of want to see with 2 more in there if any of them slip by. I don't think they're going to, but we're gonna test this out and see. Flamethrower turret. That is an item that I can equip. That'll be cool. I have to try that out. Let's see if we can't set some of the bugs on fire. Oh, I can't make it. So it requires crude oil. That's for the ammo. I'll have to take some steel up there and just manufacture that up where I've got my crude oil. I think I'm eventually going to have to bring my crude oil further down where I'm going to do my manufacturing for other things. Flamethrower recipe. That's just steel and gears. That's pretty easy to build a flamethrower. But I only really need 1. It's a personal weapon. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at down here? We still have a couple of these that don't have the blueprints. Let's copy those in and get those in here. Okay, we've got those in here. So we've got 6 of the ammo. And we're definitely producing more ammo than we need. We're overproducing the ammo, which is what we want. But I still have the filter off. Let's take the filter off and let's get a couple of stacks of ammo. We'll start using the armor-piercing rounds. We'll quit using the others now that we're producing armor-piercing rounds. That's pretty good. Just required steel, regular ammo. Steel, copper, and regular, and iron. Okay, let's, I believe that's going to do it for this episode. Now, what we've done is we have military science going. We have actually created a factory to produce military science. We are overproducing armor-piercing rounds and grenades so that we will actually build up a stockpile of those. So when we get to the point that we need those to go after some of the biters, we can go after the biters with better rounds, but we'll have some things to go fight with. Of course, we're going to start getting better weapons than these pretty soon anyway, but we'll keep a small stockpile of them on hand. That's all for today's video. I want to thank you for watching. Please leave comments down below and a like if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what I did wrong and what I can do better. Thanks for watching.